I do not feel like doing this. I gotta record another video. Nobody want to see this stuff anyway. What's the point? Why am I even doing it? So, how do we stay motivated when we don't see results? What's good, YouTube? I'm J. Cole, and in today's video, we'll be talking about how to stay motivated, even when you don't see results. Be sure to stick around to the end, and I'll give you guys a bonus hack. One of my favorite ways to stay motivated when I'm not seeing results. First up, remember your why. Okay, so one of the best ways to stay motivated when you're trying to achieve a goal or get the thing we want is to simply just attach a purpose to it. Believe it or not, this can give you the small spark you need just to get back motivated. Okay, so if you set a goal, or if you already have one set, take some time and make a little list. Talk about why you want this particular goal. Use this list to later on to refer to it, like when you start to feel unmotivated. Or go back and find this list and you can start reading over why you started in the first place. Next up, don't try to tackle too many goals or tasks at once. There's a pretty popular saying, jack of all trades, master of none. Now I know some of us, we want to be good at a bunch of different things or learn all these new skills or even try to complete all these goals that we have in mind. But when you tackle too many goals or tasks at once, it can become overwhelming, and then it's like you're not even making any progress at all. You're putting a little energy here, you putting a little energy there. It's like you're spreading it thin. You're not concentrating, focused on like one thing. So take that energy and focus it on just a few of those things, a few of those tasks or a few of those goals. This can give you more clarity, which will in the long term turn into more progress. Hey, if you guys find any of this helpful, do me a favor, smack that like button for me. Now, another way to stay motivated when you're not seeing results is to track or document your progress. A lot of times we make progress and don't even realize it because of how small the progress actually is, which can make you feel like you're not progressing at all when actually you are. Now, discouragement starts to kick in, and then next thing you know, we're not feeling as motivated as we could be. So this is where tracking your progress comes into play. When you're tracking your progress and as time goes by, compare where you are now to where you started. But it's a good chance you will see some type of progress. This can keep you motivated. Okay, so for like example, when I first started doing push-ups, I think I could do like 10 push-ups, and then I would do 10, and then I would just randomly doing push-ups. For some reason, it seemed like I wasn't really getting that high on my number. So then I think I got up to about 16 or 17. But in my mind, I was still telling myself I can only do 17 push-ups. So I've been tracking my push-ups, and like let's say I'll do start off doing 10 this week. Next week I'll go up and start doing a few more, maybe 13 to 15. And then after that I'll go up 2 more, maybe 17, and then 19. And then after about a month or so, I'm well off in my 20s. So when I go back and look at that list, I can say, wait, I started 10 push-ups used to be hard for me. Now I'm doing 25? Like, come on now. I'm on my way. So just looking at that, reading that and seeing that I started at 10, now I'm at 25, that gives me like a big boost of confidence. And that keeps me going. So I'm like, hey, no telling. Next thing you know, I'll probably be doing 50 push-ups. This was back then when I first started doing push-ups. So, I mean, I've progressed a lot more now. But the point I'm making is tracking that progress and then just going back, reading over it. Just looking over it, seeing where you started and then seeing where you're at now. And then it gives you something to measure and say, okay, I have made progress. Track or document your progress. Major key. Okay, moving right along. Next tip I have for you guys is to focus on the habits and not the results. Habits actually creates the results. Now, most of us can't wait to see these results. You know, we get excited about a thing. We automatically want to see the results. Results is the name of the game. And a lot of times we get too focused on the results. And then when we don't get those results fast enough, or when we feel like we're not seeing them, it can get discouraging. You can probably either stop doing the thing, starting something else, but yeah, it can be very discouraging when you feel like you're not seeing those results, but you really haven't put in the time to build the habits to create those results, if that makes sense. So it's like this, you create the habits, and once you start doing the habits, we're putting all of the energy into the habits, and it's like magic. The results are going to come. So if you focus that energy on building the habit, then eventually those results, they will come. Trust the process. This actually brings me to my bonus tip and one of my favorite ways to stay motivated when I'm not seeing results. trust the process. Now I know this might sound super simple. That's because it is. I like to keep things simple. Okay, so I want you to think of your goals or the thing that you want as to being displayed on this small radar. Things on this radar represents progress. And sometimes you may only be able to see a few things and sometimes nothing at all on this small radar. That does not mean what you're doing isn't working. Guess what? There's another radar. And this one you can't see. I mean, technically you can't see the first one either, but now this radar is 100 times the size of the radar you can see. Now on this bigger radar, there's all types of progress being made that's working its way down to your smaller visible radar. You can't even see these things that's working for you right now. So when you build those habits, like we talked about in one of the other tips, plus trust in the process, you'll start to see things from that radar on your small radar. So you'll start to see this progress all of a sudden. Voila, it's like magic. Yo, I love this one. All right, that's it for today's video. So if you guys have any other tips or suggestions on how to stay motivated when you're not seeing results, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Hey, hit that like button if you found some value in this video today. And subscribe if you guys want to see more upcoming content. And before you go, if you guys click on one of the videos somewhere around here, you can check out another one of my uploads and possibly you guys can gain some value from that too. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.